Motivation versus resourcefulness. Our life has begun right after the moment our mother delivered us from her womb. From there, we don't exactly know what life is. What we just knew is we are enjoying living in this splendid world. Now, I have a question. If you will be able to have your dreams right now, how would you make it to happen? Now, here's a hint. What would you prefer? Being motivated or being resourceful? A motivation is somewhat that can make us pursue working with our dreams. Like when I doubted myself from doing things that is needed to be done, I always try to recall my mom's hugs and kisses that trying to tell me to keep going. And I already got motivated. And thinking about some people, they find it hard to increase the motivation in them. Well, to be precise, our problems used to be a barrier from reaching our goals. It was more likely to say a hindrance to success. It's kinda similar to a person who's learning bicycling. There is this myth saying that before you learn how to ride a bicycle, you need to be wounded. Well, it's up to you if you're going to get wounded or not. The thing is, when you frequently think about this myth, it will be decoded in your brain, and your brain will start thinking that bicycling is a hard thing to learn. So it drags you from learning things faster. Then, when I was scrolling on TikTok, I found this psychotherapist giving a one bizarre trick to help increase motivation. And she said, stop shooting all over yourself. Some examples are I should answer my modules, I should finish my projects, I should clean my room, I should get good grades and get my diploma. The list is endless and you have likely all been there. A psychologist, Dr. Albertson, connects this to our childhood and says that when we were kids, our parents likely to use should as motivation and criticism to get us to do something. Just like you should answer your modules, you should finish your projects, you should clean your room, you should get good grades, finish your studies, and get your diploma. Eventually, we thought that by criticizing ourselves, it would be the only way to achieve our goals. But studies nowadays are telling us that it is the exact opposite. Self criticism actually makes our motivation and confidence go down. So, what do? It's actually so simple. We replace the word should with want or could, from changing from expectation to opportunity, because we want to achieve those goals. Now, it's better to say that I want to answer my modules, I could finish my projects, I could have good grades, finish my studies, and get my diploma. So, have motivation. On the other hand, we have resourcefulness. It is a manner of finding ways to get through that thing. It also helps us reach our dreams. We all have a dream, even the poorest person, or the loneliest one, and even an individual who has everything he needs. When we have a dream, we all want to make it a reality. But now, they come to huge problem. In most of the cases, we find ourselves stuck in the situation when we think that it's not possible for us to achieve that dream, that we're not good enough. There would be these people that were talking behind you, telling you you don't have this opportunity, that you don't have all these resources. There's a thing. The biggest obstacle from turning your dreams into reality is basically you. You may say to yourself that you don't have these resources. Well, One prominent speaker, Mr. Tony Robbins, once said, "If you don't have the resources, it's now your problem that you're not resourceful enough. So stop complaining. Instead, be resourceful." And what if you don't have the capability? From the word ability, it means that it's the manner to do something. So, there comes the connection of being resourceful. You need to be like BDO. We usually hear it as an advertisement on television. Oh, I'm not going to talk about banking. Kidding aside, it is BDO. We find ways. Literally stated there the manner of being resourceful. And what I wanted you, or what I wanted to put in your mind, is if you feel that you don't have these capabilities to be someone you want to be, look for a ladder. This ladder could be a learning system. And at this point, it comes the connection of being motivated. After finding ways, next step is motivate yourself to go to school and learn things that corresponds to your goal. Try to attend some seminars or apply self-learning. There's a lot of books around you. Stop ignoring it and keeping it inside your cabinet. You should not let these worms eat your books. You should be the bookworm, not the worms. If you're not the kind of person who will hold a book, you can adapt to this modern world. If you can't hold a book, hold your cell phone, your iPads, your iPhones, or whatever you have in your hand. Don't play games too much or take selfies. It may just make your storage device full. Instead, download an informative application or just browse on internet. Learn new things. Do not settle for what you already have. Strive harder. I remember my mom telling me this before. The harder the problem, the better you've become. You can't be just sitting or lying on your bed all day long and keep on dreaming that one day your dreams will come true. Your dreams will not be chasing on you. You should be chasing your dreams instead. You can be a nurse, you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, a business entrepreneur. You can be whatever you want to be. You can eat delicious foods prepared by the finest chef. You can live in a White House. You can be a governor or a president. You can be whoever you want to be. It's not about the people around you, nor what your friends used to tell you what to do. It's all about you. It's up to you. Don't confuse yourself to which you're gonna be, a motivated one or a resourceful one. Embrace that two things and believe that you'll always be capable of doing things. With this, you can conquer the challenges that may enter your complicated yet interesting life, because living our lives is not as smooth as we want to. We need to look forward into its true meaning, for life is not easy. It never was.